Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, Mixed Girl POV, where I share my point of view on what's good. Welcome to my new channel. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. Please comment in the comment section below. And also please share this video. Let's help get the word out. Thank you so much. What's going on in our country right now? Let's talk. Our country is divided now more than ever before. I know that we have heard that over and over again, but I believe that the divide began getting really bad during Obama's years while he was in office. And the left has continued to drive us further and further apart since. Obama was supposed to be the great hope and the unifier, but no, he wasn't. He was the divider. Him and the Democrats divide, divide, divide. Anyways, now up to 75 million American people may feel disenfranchised, disenchanted about what happened as a result of our most recent election. As Americans, we need solutions. We need answers. We need solutions and answers on how we can move forward in the best way possible for our country. Trey Gowdy was on the Fox News show called Outnumbered on January 8th of 2021. The Outnumbered hostess showed a video piece of Tucker Carlson's show from, I believe it was the night before. And then the lady said that many people have bought into the bigger government means a better life for people stance on things. She then asked Trey Gowdy, how is this wrong? I'm going to share his response with you. He said, quote, well, if you're a conservative, you're a limited government person. I mean, that used to be one of the tenets of conservatism. It's not anymore. I really couldn't tell you what the Republican Party stands for anymore, but it's definitely not limited government. I will say this, I like Tucker, but he highlights one of the biggest dichotomies between the parties. The progressive thought leaders are all in office. The conservative thought leaders haven't bothered to run. There are lots of really good people in the House and Senate. They don't get on television very often because they're not provocative. So if you have really good ideas about how to run the country, well, I've been in Congress and on television. I can tell you being on television is a H-E-double-L hockey stick. Now he said the actual word, but anyways, I'm saying that. But he said it's a whole H-E-double-L hockey stick of a lot easier. If you have all the answers, then do your stint in public service and run. End quote. I bring this up because when I was on Anthony Brian Logan's live last week, I mentioned that it appears that there is a rift, a division, even amongst the Republican leaders in office. I asked ABL basically, where do we go from here? He suggested that we need to get new people in there who will do right by us. We need to get competent men and women that can go through the primary process and then get them into office. He basically said that we need to start fresh, to start again. I'll place the link to his live in the description box below. I believe that he brought up an excellent point, just as Trey Gowdy did as well. It is time for new leadership. Leaders who can't be paid for or bought. Leaders who can come together and have each other's back. I will give the left that. There seems to be less infighting on their side. But we have some leaders on the right who can't or won't even support our great President Trump. I called out a few on my video last week titled, "Will the real Republican Trump supporters please stand?" I'll place that link in the description box below as well. I would like to make a recommendation. I am not the only one who feels this way either. I have seen many comments on his YouTube channel and even within his lives where people have urged him to run for office one day. I told him last Wednesday that if he ran for office down the road, he'd have my vote. I understand that there was a percentage of people who disliked or disagreed with what he had to say to his final caller, Steve from Seattle, I believe his name was, who called in on ABL's most recent live that aired this past Saturday. I still believe that he would be an awesome candidate to share the conservative message. He'd help grow the base, which he is already doing, and he could help unify the party. I would like to urge Anthony Brian Logan to run for office one day. He could start local, like in his city. Maybe one day after that, he could move on to a statewide elected position. And one day further down the road, he could eventually run for the presidency. Many people want to see him and former officer Brandon Tatum on a ticket together. ABL could run with Tatum as his VP or with Candace as his VP, Candace Owens, or even one of the Hodge twins. He also could consider the 25-year-old newly elected U.S. House of Representatives Republican Madison Cawthorn from North Carolina. He gave an excellent speech during the RNC this past summer. So let's talk. Do you believe that we need brand new leaders elected to help strengthen the party? Do you believe that Anthony Brian Logan should run for a political office one day? If you believe that ABL should run for the presidency one day, who would you like to see as his running mate? What are your thoughts in general about the current Republican Party? Do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to share? Please comment in the comment section below and I'll see you there.